My name is Ashamu. I'm the CEO of Olive Group in Nigeria and America, and see myself as an industrious Nigerian that cares about moving this country forward. I was one of the candidates before the primaries.
One of the aspirants.
One of the aspirants, yeah. It's the month of March. I think before it was February or whatever. I think so, yes. From what we've seen, of course, I was very involved with the grassroots, and I think I was able to assess the heartbeat of what the constituents or different constituents in my area in Oyo State were saying. I think the change would take place if the votes were casted today. I am of the strong belief that APC will win presidential. Of course, I think all others will be splitted. PDPs are strong some places, APC are strong some places. But as far as the presidency, I think people are really yearning for the change, nationally and internationally. Even Nigerians in diaspora, if they were made to actually go and vote today, I believe majority will vote APC. I think you asked a very brilliant question, but I'll speak as a Nigerian, and also, yes, I have a political affiliation. We all have friends, we all have families, we all have people that live in this country. We can say, for most part, that this whole change mantra is beyond just wanting to vote a party. It's become a movement. And yes, you can stop everything else. You can't stop a movement, because it's becoming something more important, and even every delay makes it stronger, and it makes it a passion in the minds of the people. So if you ask me, no matter what gimmicks or what mantras or whatever is being done out there, I am of a strong belief that it only reinforces what people want to do. Splendid. I think the card reader, and again, this is giving kudos to Professor Jega. I think he's done wonderfully well. Under his administration, Nigeria has finally been able to introduce a system, which is a biometric system, whereby it regains the consumer confidence of the voters and electorates, meaning that before now, I don't think an average Nigerian believe there is election. But now I believe day by day people are waking up to believe that this election that's about to happen may be our first true election. And I think it pays everybody, even politicians and everybody else, if our elections are credible and people believe in the system. We all know that one of the issues in Nigeria is actually institution building, not really people. Under Professor Jega, I believe INEC as an institution has actually gained a lot of public sentiment, and people believe more in INEC. They actually take them more serious, and they believe for the very few times that they are not being controlled by the ruling party, which is a very difficult thing in Nigeria. So having said that, I think he has done a wonderful job, and we are hoping, not to say that, because it's too early to actually praise him for the 2015 election. I think him conducting this election successfully and people coming out to say they believe, that's when his kudos should be his ovation should be the loudest. Well, talks are going on left and right. I think our president has actually came out to dispute that there's nothing of sort, that he has no plan to remove Professor Jega. And why would you remove someone that's performing wonderfully well? I don't see that as the best. Of course, the presidency can do whatever he wants to do. He has the power to remove Professor Jega, but I think going by the yearnings of the people and his performances, meaning Professor Jega's performances so far, I think there's no cause or reason to even think of phantom of removing him. My own, again, I believe that moving the date of the election was a grave mistake that Nigerians at this point are willing to live with. And the way I see this is this, the point I'm trying to make is very simple. All we're doing is changing the goalpost. Okay, this is the goalpost, and if you play, we already know the date of the election. Moving it and justifying by saying that only 60% of the electors have actually collected their PVCs, or the people that register for the PVC, does not really make it right. Because now we have 20% more people, about 80% now have collected their PVC. Does that make the election more credible? We all know the dates before now, but again, I think INEC, they've handled the situation to the best of their ability, and they have my support. I would say progress, even though, I don't believe that should be the reason, because that was actually the major reason for postponing the election. Like the whole analytical way to look at this is, if you only have X number of local governments, which is less than maybe 82 or so, that has issues out of thousands of local governments, must that be the reason to stop an election? It's the same case for Sunday's mock test for the PVCs. If you have less than 10% failure or whatever of the PVCs, should that be a reason to not use the system of the whole biometric PVCs that we're about to use? Probably not. So my heart goes out to our brothers in the Northeast, and we know that based on the advancement of our military, and again, I think they deserve some kudos as well, we're making progress, but that's an ongoing battle, and I think the military is well taking care of that. On the flip side, I don't think it should have any relevance to the election.